such a bad bitch though. I would fuck the shit out of that robot, man. I'm not even...
Gen Z is currently facing a terrible epidemic. I'm not talking about the housing crisis, inflation, lack of jobs, lack of bitches, or even Twitch streamers. This problem is far worse. I'm of course talking about the Down Bad Epidemic. Side note, Jesus Christ, we're cooked. Anyways, you may be wondering how such a thing could even be a problem. All I've gotta say is, how could it not be? The term down bad is defined by the scholars of Urban Dictionary as being, quote unquote, when someone is depressingly horny. For example, whatever the hell this is supposed to be. In fairness, this shit has been a problem for probably thousands of years. But I don't think our grandfathers were barking at the pages in their Playboy magazine. Being down bad can have you acting unwise to say the least, whether it be financially, emotionally, or even hygienically. It should also be taken into consideration that being down bad ranges from normal to concerning, and then elite serial killer potential. So first off, let me just describe what I consider to be normal. Thinking a celebrity is attractive is normal. Having a little crush here and there is normal. Complimenting your homie's glutes is normal. But you know what isn't normal? Smelling people's feet. Sucking people's toes. Okay, just pretty much anything to do with feet. Like bro, it's got to the point where some people even censor their feet in pictures. It's at times like this where I have to thank God every day for not making me attracted to feet. Anyways, Gen Z are pretty much just a whole generation of freaky bastards. It's not enough to say someone is just attractive these days. Nah, instead you've gotta sniff their chair as soon as they leave the room. Going into the comment section of pretty much any attractive person will leave you looking like this. Whether it be barking like a dog at 2 AM, asking them to either sit or step on you, or estimating the exact color and appearance of their Being down bad isn't even exclusive to real people. Fictional characters will really be out here having a vice grip on society's throat these days. Some people will watch a whole show or movie just cause they find one of the characters attractive. Like bro, we know your ass is not watching this garbage for the plot, and to be honest, I can't really judge them. Is it possible that the only reason I kept watching Euphoria after the first episode was for Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney? I guess we'll never know. By the way, this guy Sam Levinson is literally just a professional gooner pretending to be a director. But anime by far has it the worst in this regard. Like just look at the body pillows. Need I say more? Some niggas will straight up get legally married to anime characters. My nigga, she's a drawing made by a guy who probably looks like this. Like, look at arguably the most popular anime right now, Jujutsu Kaisen. If the characters looked like these ugly bastards instead of this, the show would have been cancelled after the first frame was drawn. By the way, do not look up the Gojo figure incident.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
How could I make a video on this topic without bringing up the Hear Me Out movement? So, a Hear Me Out is basically just a certain person who probably isn't conventionally attractive, to say the least. But
she is very gorgeous to me!
We clap.
And some of these are very disturbing, to say the least. By the way, the goofiest shit ever will be when someone says, "Hear me out," and then the whole time, they're literally just talking about a normal looking human being. But some of you Negroes actually do go too far with this shit. They'll have me wishing I was Helen Keller. People nowadays have also started profiting a lot more off horniness. This one statement has never been more relevant than now. By the way, if you pay for OF, are you stupid? Like, even though I don't support looking at that kind of stuff, you can literally just find it for free. Even billionaires pirate this shit. You may as well be mailing them your salary at this point. This is how I low-key feel whenever people tell me they pay for streaming services. Other people even build a whole career that's pretty much just carried by their physical appeal alone. No offense, but a lot of female rappers use this to their advantage. Gun to your mother's head and you have to name 5 Ice Spice songs. You might as well just start thinking up the song to play at her funeral. Women aren't much different either. If this man right here wasn't 6'5", he'd be the fry technician at your local McDonald's. That man Vinny Hacker, what does he even do? By the way, Those guys who make videos molesting food need to realize that shit scares hoes off faster than JPEG Mafia. I'm no thirst trap expert, but do you really think this will elicit any other emotion other than cringe? All that stuff aside, I think we can all agree on at least one thing. Game is game, MFs are by far the scariest creatures on the planet. So to conclude,
fuck is wrong with niggas?